Hey guys, welcome to Tech. This is the unboxing and full review video of the brand new 2025 iPad Air with the M3 chip. We've got both models here, the 11-inch and the 13-inch. And in this video, we're going to unbox both of them, compare them side by side, talk about their performance compared to the M2 model, and help you decide which size is the better buy. Alright, let's start with the 11-inch model. From the box, you can already tell this is the base version, meaning it comes with 128GB of storage. That's double the storage of the M1 iPad Air, which only had 64GB. But it's the same as what we got last year with the M2 model. The one I got is in Starlight. The 13-inch model I picked up is in blue, but this year's iPad Air also comes in purple and space gray. As for pricing, the 11-inch model starts at $599 and the 13-inch starts at $799. If you want to upgrade all the way to 1TB of storage, the prices go up to $1,099 and $1,299. These are Wi-Fi only models, but you can get the 5G version for an extra $150, though it only supports eSIM. Alright, time to unbox the 11-inch model. As usual, we pull the tabs on the back of the box to open it up. The design looks pretty similar to last year's model, but there are a few small details we need to check out. This is the Starlight color. It's kind of a silvery gold, and as soon as I pulled it out of the box, something caught my eye. The iPad Air text is no longer printed on the back of the device. Let's compare it to last year's model. Yup, the older one had iPad Air at the bottom, but this one doesn't. Even the tiny regulatory text at the bottom is gone. The back looks much cleaner now. It weighs around 460 grams, just a little lighter than the M2 model. Honestly, unless you already know the numbers, you probably wouldn't even notice the difference in your hand. The 13-inch model is only 1 gram lighter than last year's, and the thickness for both models is exactly the same, 6.1 millimeters. Design-wise, there aren't many changes from last year. You still get the 12MP rear camera and the 12MP ultra-wide front camera. Now let's unbox the 13-inch model. It's in blue, most likely the exact same blue as last year, but let's see. Here's the unboxing. And right away you can feel the difference in size. You'd think 2 inches doesn't matter much, but in real life, it definitely does. The box contents are identical to the 11-inch model. You get the paperwork, a USB-C to USB-C cable, and the power adapter. The blue color looks silvery in direct light, but in softer lighting, the blue tone really shows. I compared it to the M2 model, and yeah, it's the exact same shade, so the colors haven't changed from last year. Now let's get into setup. Both of these iPads are powered by the M3 chip, which is about twice as fast as the M1 and 3.5 times faster than the A14 chip. The GPU has also been significantly improved, with features like dynamic caching, mesh shading, and ray tracing, all of which are awesome for gaming. There's even a new feature for better video streaming called AV1 Decode, which gives you better video quality when streaming content. During setup, as always, you choose your theme, transfer data from your old iPad, set up Touch ID, and activate Siri. I transferred my data from the M2 iPad Air to the new 11-inch, but I set up the 13-inch model as a brand new device. Another interesting note, both iPads came pre-installed with iPadOS 18.3, which explains why the initial update was super lightweight. The latest version was already on the device. Now let's talk about the new Magic Keyboard. This one is designed for the 13-inch iPad and comes with a few changes. The trackpad is slightly larger, there is now a full row of function keys, and the mute button has a new icon. A little speaker with a slash through it. The hinge is aluminum too, which gives it a more premium feel. Once you connect the iPad to this keyboard, it totally feels like a MacBook, especially for the 13-inch model, which is not as easy to hold in your hand for long periods of time. Now on to performance testing. In Geekbench, the single-core score on the M3 iPad was higher than the M2, around 2600 versus 2970, but the multi-core score wasn't all that different. In the 3D Mark graphics test, the M3 performed slightly better, around 2 to 3 extra frames per second. So yes, it's a bit better for gaming. And in the browser speed test, the M3 scored higher, meaning web browsing is also a little faster. So with all that said, which one should you buy? If you're using an older iPad like the M1 or anything below that, then upgrading to the M3 is a great move. But if you already have the M2, it's honestly not a huge upgrade. The differences aren't that major, and chances are the M2 will be cheaper now too. But if you want the absolute best experience, especially with the new Magic Keyboard, then the M3 is definitely a solid choice. Now, let's talk size. 11-inch versus 13-inch. If you mostly plan to use your iPad by hand and without a keyboard, the 11-inch is much more convenient. It's lighter, easier to hold, and still has a great screen for watching videos, drawing, web browsing, or using the Apple Pencil. But if you're getting a keyboard or you're doing more professional work like editing, multitasking, or watching content in high quality, the 13-inch is the way to go. It has a bigger screen, better speakers, and when paired with a keyboard, it really feels like a laptop. In the end, the new iPad Air M3 comes in both 11-inch and 13-inch sizes, and each one can be the perfect choice depending on your needs. Thanks so much for watching this video. Drop a comment and tell me which model and color do you prefer. And if you're planning to buy one, which one are you going for? Don't forget to like and subscribe. There are lots more videos coming soon. And if you want to check out my video on the best iPads to buy in 2025, just click the link at the top of the screen. Until the next video, take care.